I wrote a book.
Wait a minute. What do you mean you wrote a book? You can write?
Yeah, these guys are soft. They need to learn how to be a man.
This is an actual book?
Yeah, it's called Be a Man, The Ultimate Guide. You can pre-order it right now on Amazon and Barnes & Noble.
Wow. I can't wait to become a man.
Be a man.
Experience! Are you with me? Be a man?
Yeah.
You ready to preach? Preacher?
Yep.
What do when you run out of beer?
Get in a fight and bang a drunken whore.
What do if they only got craft beer at a party?
Take a shit in a cooler and bang a drunken whore.
All right.
Not a world of men.
I want you to be a man.
You could just be a man in this one moment.
I gotta be a man.
Be a man.
It's be a man time.
Be a man. Be a man. Be a man.
Am I supposed to be a man?
Be a man.
Be a man.
Be a man.
Be a man.
You can act like a man.
Be a man.
So here we are drinking beer.
Ah, yes. Magical
you know
beer.
What? I grew up drinking a lot of wine. My father used to have wine once in a while, but there was never beer around.
Yeah, beer wasn't big in the household. It was around.
I was older when I started drinking beer. I think it was like 12 or 13.
Yeah, because I think my father, after he started drinking fucking gin for breakfast, when he finally degraded down to having 12 beers a day, he goes, I don't really drink anymore.
Yeah.
And there was the old, it's only beer.
Oh, yeah. And there was the people that said, like, oh, I thought you quit drinking. Yeah, I just quit drinking the hot stuff.
Right. No, it's beer. It's only
just beer.
How many did you have? 14.
I had like 8 or 9, like in an hour and a half, 2 hours last night. I wasn't drinking. That's the thing I was at.
Those are pretty impressive numbers.
Then we
being a man.
started pounding them.
Yeah.
Well, this shit here is, this is like a light beer, so that's easier. You know?
Beer drinking is a weird phenomenon because I can't say I love the taste of beer, yet I've drank fucking millions of them in my life.
Yeah.
Once in a while, we're in the mood, you have that thirst, whatever. But let's face it ain't the most delicious fucking thing in the world, is it really?
Let's face it, when you first had a beer, you weren't drinking for the flavor. You weren't drinking because it was a high-quality Pilsner.
You get buzzed.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's an experiment. Get your fucking 10-year-old. Give him a glass of fucking chocolate Bosco with fucking milk, mix it up with a beer. He'll go for the Bosco every time.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
A lot of my buddies in high school were a couple years older than me because they stayed back a few times. So they had their license when they were like 16. And we were always getting people to, my buddy lived in a package store. We'd always be like, hey, can you buy for us? Someone would buy for us. So I remember when I was 14, I had already been drinking for a couple of years. We got like a case of Old Milwaukee.
Yeah.
And we polished it off, went down to Salem Willows to the Chinese. What's that Chinese place at Salem Willows?
Oh, yeah, Salem Low.
Okay, so we ate there. I fucking stuck my head out the window. I puked all over the place. I was so sick. Brought home 14 years old. They got me home, and they gave me coffee. My buddy's brother-in-law gave me coffee. That made me sicker. So I got home, went on the toilet. I passed on the toilet. My parents got me off the toilet, got me in the bed. My old man says, if you ever come home like that again, I'll push your fucking head in. Yeah. Drink till you puke, then keep on drinking. Be a man.
I remember having access to it was like my parents left 12 warm beers in the fucking basement, and you get all fired up. You go down to the train tracks and you drink a bunch of piss warm beers on a 90-degree day.
As far as me drinking, I was probably like 11 or 12 the first time I got shit-faced at a bar mitzvah because a lot of Jewish kids in town, went to a lot of bar mitzvahs growing up. So we had the Manischewitz wine. Shit-faced on that before, I remember.
Drink that.
Yeah.
I feel my intense beer drinking really only increased once I put aside the hard stuff. Because I used to go out, I used to drink hard stuff all the time. But let's face it, it's tough to have 15 mixed cocktails and still function.
Oh, yeah.
Though I did miraculously many times. But I started to go, so I don't want to get too fucked up. I think I'll only drink 20 beers tonight.
You get immune to it.
You do.
Yeah.
Well, the worst is when you get older and you're like, you know what? I've been drinking beers for so many years. My gut's jiggling. I need to do something and, just drink hard booze instead. but you're still fueled with that maniacal passion for the next beverage because you're so used to fucking just pounding beers.
Right.
And then you start pounding vodka the way that you pound beers, and that's dangerous territory, my friend.
I think we're all like that because deep down inside we're alcoholics.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
You know?
There was-
Or
yeah.
runs in my family.
The rationale of going like this. No, I'm a judicious drinker. I'll have 4 beers. I'll have 4 vodkas. Then I'll take a break, but I only have 3 Heinekens in the middle.
Yeah.
Then I'll have a glass of water.
Yeah.
Then I'll have 5 more fucking mixed drinks.
Yeah.
Chug a beer for breakfast. Be a man.
Well, how about day drinking the beers, man? I mean, that's really the most fun if you're going to do it.
Like we are right now?
Yeah, like to have a buzz, like say, 10, whatever time of fucking day you do it with the guys.
Yeah.
That's the most fun. Isn't it?
Some of the best times I've ever had in my life were Saturdays, waking up at fucking 10 o'clock and fucking cracking the beer before you brush your teeth. Just going all fucking day, putting up all-star numbers.
That was college for me. It was like fucking 4 or 5 day bender. I mean, we'd be fucking taking a shower, fucking drinking a beer.
You have the shower beer first to set the tone for the whole fucking weekend on Friday.
How about if you're in the shower with a broad and you're drinking a beer with her? That's pretty cool. That would happen at night.
Really peer pressure with beer, guys. That's where you started the fucking beer drinking. Everybody gathered around the fucking. We used to hang around this parking lot in Somerville. They're cool. Give me another fucking beer. Hey, another fucking beer. How many beers you have? That's fucking.
Yeah, exactly.
That's my fucking 9th one. Give me another one, asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody was always doing beer math the whole fucking party. How many beers you have? Oh, I already had 9. No way you had 9 beers.
You gotta catch up. I've been drinking since 1 in the morning. I'm on my 35th beer.
One of my best friends, he came from England, so there's no drinking age over there. So he was drinking. That's when I first started drinking beers when I was about 12 with him and his family. Like it was like you're drinking water.
Yeah,
And that's when I really got exposed to beer.
Now they've complicated fucking beer with all this crazy new beers they have. Every other fucking day there's 25 new beers in the store for sale or in the bar, right? IPAs.
Yeah.
Then the people discuss the beer with the bartender. Excuse me, is this kind of light and hoppy? And then they have this big and they go, you want to taste it? And they give you a little bit like fucking cup.
Drink the fucking thing and shut
Drink
up,
a
right?
fucking Schaefer.
Right?
It's almost like a beer drinker saw wine enthusiasts, how they were, how they acted, how they tasted it, how they talked about it, how they talked about the different notes and the fucking oaky taste and all that shit. And they were jealous because they didn't like wine. They loved the whole scene, but they didn't like wine. They decided to transfer all of that shit to beer. So now you have these fucking craft beer people that are they're making all of these stupid fucking flavors that don't make any sense, that nobody would ever want. Fucking almond and fucking papaya and fucking.
I saw blueberry beer. I mean, to me, that like turned me.
I've tried that. It
yes,
sucks.
I mean,
how about you go into one of them fucking beer specialty stores to get every beer in the fucking world, right? A 4-can for $20. 4 cans.
Yeah.
You look at it, some stupid fucking name. You go, seriously, how many fucking people buy this in the course of a week?
Exactly.
How do they sell enough beer to make money? These people.
I don't know. They do. It's a niche thing, but in like you said, they're charging $20 for a fucking 4-pack. This, because it was made
but the
down the
4-pack's
street.
a 16 ounce though.
Yeah, 9 times out of 10. Yeah.
Someone hands you a craft beer at a fucking party, gun it off their fucking head. Be a man.
We were kids. It was fucking Miller High Life in the clear bottle. Nice.
That's what I'm
fucking
saying.
Bud, Schaefer, Schlitz, maybe a
Old
Heineken.
Milwaukee.
Yeah, and that's all there was.
Old style PBR, which is still fucking pretty popular.
Although, like, if you want to get attention, you go into a liquor store, or, wait till some cool people at the register. You get like an offbeat beer. Go, give me this pack of fucking Lone Star beer and a pack of fucking Viceroy cigarettes.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy's cool, huh? Two unique choices. He must be a badass.
You know how, like, if you're at the grocery store and you kind of look at the person behind you and see what they have in their cart and you can, like, kind of analyze their life? It's the same way at the fucking liquor store. When you see what the person has behind you in the liquor store, they're holding, like, a bottle of Jack Daniels and a 30-pack of Red Dog. You know this motherfucker. You know exactly what this guy's doing tonight.
You ever hear Falstaffs?
Oh, yeah.
We used to drink. We drink a case, and it was like drinking water.
Right.
But we drink a case, like then we go out. It was like
that was not the-
$4 for a case.
It's a bunch of
The
shit.
24 ounce in college.
Fall staff. I think that's gone, huh? That's
Yeah,
gotta-
I don't think
gotta
that's
be good.
around.
I do remember that.
Yeah, Heffenreffer.
Half and wrap.
Right, that had that
was
skunk. Smelled like skunk, right?
Yeah, then the fucking Grolsch had the fucking lid on it. You had to fucking take it off. But that was stupid.
Yeah.
That was one too many steps for me.
Yeah, you had to learn a combination to get into your fucking beer.
It was fucking sealed up with a metal fucking thing on it.
Stupid.
Now the Heffenreffers, didn't they have jokes on the inside of it, like Laffy
and
Taffy?
the cap, they had like some weird shit.
Yeah,
in there.
some witty fucking stupid joke.
Yeah, you had to like you had to figure out what it meant.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, you couldn't
Like a
even figure it
riddle.
out.
Yeah, I was like, fuck, who cares? How about the kids used to flip the fucking?
Oh, the cap flippers.
Oh, the bottle cap flippers. I never had that kind of thumb strength.
Yeah, it just kids would be flinging. I'd be like, oh, calm down, you fucking.
Yeah, I
idiot.
tried it for a bit and I said, fuck this.
The fucking people that would walk by you when you were drinking, like we were talking about, what's your numbers? How many are you drinking? You need to catch up. And then they bang your bottle of beer with their bottle, so you have to fucking chug it.
Yeah.
Oh.
That is the fucking worst. That fucking unexpected chug pressure. But not only that, I've seen it happen like 6 times out of 10. Somebody ends up with a piece of glass in their fucking mouth.
Oh yeah. Well, when I was in college, we had buddies that worked at the college bar. They call it the Rat Sculler, and we used to get free pitchers. We used to sit there and just drink pitchers. It's fucking
Pitchers
the
of
best.
beer. Oh my god.
Drink out of the pitcher.
Yeah.
There's something about that when you see it in that form, you lose all track on how many beers you fucking had. It's like there's no numbers anymore. You know, you're just refilling. You know, maybe your cup is half full and you fucking just give it a little top off.
Yeah,
you
always
lose all concept.
That's what you're right. You're always topping it off, so you have no fucking idea how many you had. All you know is you fucked up.
I was never exposed to a keg party until I went to college. I drank a lot before college, but then when I went to college, that's where all the kegs were.
Yeah,
It was like $30, $35, $40
fucking
for half a
Animal
barrel.
House.
As
Oh, it's
far as
crazy.
the eye can see.
There was 10 of us who polished off like a half a keg. We took it down the football field. Get shit faced out of our mind. When we were freshmen, we got so fucked up. We were throwing rocks at cars on the way back.
We used to crash the parties at Tufts University because we lived close by. We used to barge in. They had kegs. We'd throw the empty keg out the fucking window from the second floor.
Make sure it was empty. Didn't want to waste any
it was
beer.
unbelievable.
Right.
Yeah, you have one guy at the end of the fucking thing. He'd try to
Yeah.
suck every drop out with the fucking nozzle.
How about the keg stand?
Yeah,
When
you-
you do the handstand on top of the
yeah.
keg and somebody
Oh,
pumps it up
yeah,
your
yeah.
fucking throat?
How about a butt chug?
What the? What's a butt chug?
The fucking kid gets naked, fucking lifts up, and he drinks the beer through his ass.
No, really?
Yeah.
They were doing that at your parties, be a man?
Yeah, I've seen it a couple of
So he
times. I
sticks
never did it, but I mean, that gets you just as fucked up as if
So-
you drank it through your mouth.
The beer bottle goes up his ass.
No, they pour beer up his ass.
No,
Stick the barrel.
do they use like the funnel with the
Yeah,
PVC
they used to
pipe?
they used to.
If you stick the pipe up the guy's ass and dump the beer in
You
it?
could do it that way, yeah.
Anybody that's subjected themselves to that has fucking homoerotic tendencies. Are you really going to stand on your fucking head and have people shove a beer up your ass? in front of
Just a
other-
fraternity
Yeah, the
thing.
fucking fraternity fellas. We know how they are, right?
Stick this cherry up your ass and do a 30-yard run.
How about these seltzer drinking cocksuckers? It's bad enough they came out with hard cider.
Salsa?
Oh, like now now it's like a half beer. It's a little of this, it's a little of that. Look at it. You want to fucking drink or not? Get a fucking drink. Stop fucking around with stupid fucking thing that's not quite alcohol. A little bit alcohol, right?
You see, John, this kind of hits me to the core a little bit because I've been having issues with like inflammation, all kinds of things, gluten. I can't do the fucking gluten anymore. I can't drink the beers. I know people are gonna call me a cuck. I know it's gonna. I know what it is, and like I get it all the time, and it's like I'm not trying to be cool here. I'm still trying to, have my beverages. Still have several beverages. When I'm drinking seltzers, beer numbers.
Well,
I'm still going beer
I'll tell you
numbers. I'm
what.
still going 20, 25 seltzers on a
Well,
Saturday.
that's impressive. I'll tell you what I'll do for you. Since you got a condition, I'll give you a fucking waiver.
Yeah, a
Make
man
sure you
pass.
have it in your fucking pocket at all times. In case you got to show somebody.
Now they got seltzers with THC in them, right?
Oh, and those are fucking fantastic.
I didn't even know they existed until 2 weeks ago. I never knew anything about that.
But man, I know you're a strong man. How fucking heavy is this mug to pick up? Seriously. I literally need to go to the fucking gym. Hold it like this. It's fucking a lot heavier.
Doing those 64-ounce curls.
I'm a lefty, so I got to hold it like
is
this.
that not fucking heavy though? What?
Yeah, it's not bad.
Fucking Steinhoist. Yeah, I went to
Fucking
one
German.
of the,
That's why I almost won the war.
I went to one of the fucking Sam Adams Beer Fest a few times.
Yeah.
They had a contest. 2 fucking meatheads stand there like this. With a full fucking Stein to see who would crack first like this.
Yeah.
They're fucking holding the fucking thing for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And then the guy who wins it, and then he fucking drinks it and smashes the fucking glass on his head.
See, and that's kind of like as beer crazy as I've been in like seeing people that have been totally fucking crazy about beer. We still know nothing in comparison to the fucking Germans and the real Oktoberfest. The numbers that they put up. I mean, I feel like that's still something that I should end up doing. Just go and see if I can prove myself as a
Starts in
man.
September.
My friend Joe come back from Ireland recently. They were fucking, the pints still there?
Oh, yeah.
They fucking blast down. Even a fucking grandmother has 17 pints a day. They go, you want to go for a fucking pint? Or 2 or 3 or 4? Fucking 9 in the morning? Boom. Warm fucking pints.
Yeah, it's warm.
My
All
doctor
day.
says it's good for 3 pints a day.
And the bar is like downstairs from somebody's fucking house.
Yeah.
Like upstairs, the fucking family. You hear them fucking scampering around. You know, it's a great expression you don't hear anymore. You know, the morning after, when you survey the fucking battlefield, the bottles all dead soldiers.
Dead soldiers,
Yes.
Fucking bottles in all different configurations. You see 50. Look at those 50 fucking slaughtered as soon as they hit the beach.
We used to have cake parties in college. We charged the broads $2 each. They pay for all the kegs.
Did they?
They'd have a beer each, and we'd all drink for free for like 2 days.
I was never in charge of getting the keg because that was way too much work and responsibility.
Oh, yeah.
Like, go get a fucking keg. Get the hell out of here.
You had to leave a deposit.
Yeah. How about the beer ball? Remember?
Yeah,
The
remember
beer.
that?
Oh, love the beer ball. It's such a perfect unit of measurement for
Right.
like, say like fucking you and 2 buddies are
Yeah.
gonna fucking hang out and drink all day. Fucking
Poor man's cake.
oh, fantastic. Actually, on my 21st birthday, I had a fucking one of those baby Bjorns. Like one of those things that you
yeah,
fucking put a baby
Yeah,
in.
yeah, yeah.
I had the beer ball in the fucking thing, and I was just walking around cranking it down my own throat.
Oh, man.
My brother had a frat up in. He was in a frat up at UMass, and they used to every Thursday night they had a cake party, like a massive cake party. Fucking brawls every Thursday night. There'd be a brawl up there.
Oh man, I remember doing keg parties in the woods, carrying the thing.
Yeah.
No dollies, nothing like that.
Yeah,
Just
we should carry it.
lumping through the fucking woods.
Yeah.
2 dudes on a fucking keg, swinging the fucking thing through the forest.
PBR's back in
Yeah,
style
yeah,
now,
it
last
is.
10, 15
It
years.
is, right?
You're
It is.
retro.
That
You're
used to be like the discount beer
Yeah.
back. We used to drink that sometimes at school.
fucking rockabilly. You get fucking
Yeah.
PBR.
Dude, and PBR pretty much is the first beer. Some people will argue like PBR is like the original. It's the original beer. I'd rather drink a PBR than a fucking Bud Heavy, I'll tell you that.
Bud Heavy.
Remember Red, White, and Blues?
Oh yeah.
That was another one we used to drink, like the Falstaff. It'd be cheap.
How about Carling Black Label?
Yes.
That was a handsome can. It was
Yeah.
fucking
Oh
red
yeah.
with the black writing.
Remember the commercial?
Fucking beautiful.
Remember Mabel? Black Label. Remember
Oh,
that
yeah.
commercial?
They still make that? I don't think so.
That was like a Red Sox sponsor at one
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
And then
Narragansett. Hi,
Narragansett,
neighbor.
yeah,
Have
neighbor.
a Gansett.
Yep, then
They used to
Schaefer.
say.
Fat Valentine, right?
Schaefer. My friend's Italian immigrant grandfather. He's like, come here. Go get me 2 packs of Schaefer. He called
2
it
bags of
Schaefer.
Schaefer.
He goes,
Give us
"The
some
Schaefer, the Schaefer." That was real monkey piss.
Yeah.
But back then, you didn't know any better.
No.
You know, we thought Schlitz was fucking great.
I know.
I
That's
know.
what I'm
That
gonna
was
say.
like,
Like
oh.
that's like
I thought it was awesome.
Think of
And
it now,
Schlitz-
it's like, gross.
like Schlitz was really all of these beers that were like at the top of the fucking food chain,
Right.
the top of the world. Schlitz was fucking huge. That was a common beer. If you went to somebody's house, they had fucking Schlitzes around, and fucking where'd they go? Like what happened
Yeah.
to these beer kings?
You don't think of the guy. Say you went to the guy's house, he offered you a beer and it was a Schlitz. You don't think he was an asshole.
yeah,
Yeah.
no.
You said that's a perfectly acceptable
Now it'd be
beer to
like,
have
oh.
on hand.
Now it'd be like, they still make these?
Yeah. Now you can say that and go, look at this fucking guy. Where's he been for the last 30 years?
But it's funny too. You can look at like beer brands and almost like remember certain chunks of your life. Like, oh yeah, that was during the time period where I was drinking Miller Ice House for $13 for a 30 pack.
There was only one light beer. It was Miller, remember?
Miller, yeah.
That was
Yeah,
it.
and that was a big fucking deal.
Yeah.
Because it was frowned upon for women to drink beer. Like, it wasn't ladylike to have like a woman belching, and like, so that was like, they were losing such a huge part of their demographic by marketing beers to men that they came up with the fucking light beer.
Never let a broad out drink you. Be a man. By Labor Day weekend, we get a Be a Man ale coming out.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yes.
40% alcohol, so be careful. Yeah, you'll get fucked up on them, that's for sure.
That's like those IPAs. They're all boozy. They get you fucked up. Those high level fucking IPAs.
Yes.
You go,
They
whoa.
do, and this is always the argument that you have with craft beer people, is that they say they would rather drink 8 IPAs than drink, a 20 Coors Lights. I'm on the other side of that fence. I would rather have the numbers, have the glory, have the consistency of just ripping all night than sit there and sip fucking, 5. I can drink a 6-pack of so-and-so. It's 13% alcohol. There's a time and a place for that, but when you're doing beer drinking, you're doing partying, you can't party with fucking craft beers. I'm sorry.
No, I think if you get above like 7 or 8% alcohol, you start to taste the alcohol a little more.
You
right?
get fucked up.
It takes away from the taste of the beer.
I'm telling you, all you need is fucking like a fucking Pilsner, a lager, something 5% fucking alcohol that you can just crush all day from fucking dawn to dusk.
What are these things? 4.5?
Yeah, something like that. 4.75.
How do you like these guys, these older guys, old veterans? My wife's father, he's probably 80, skinny as a bastard, chain smoker.
Yeah.
Lifelong legit, and I've seen it. 20 old Milwaukees a day.
Yeah.
Never drunk.
That's hardcore.
Always with a fucking beer can. Legitimately, 15 to 20.
Yeah.
No exaggeration. Every day. It was like that Paul Newman. They say he drank a case of Coors beer every day.
Yes.
Your body gets used to it.
Yeah. And what he did to look good for the camera, he'd put a fucking fill up the sink with ice cubes, stick his face in there with a snorkel for 20 minutes to bring the swelling down. so he'd look good for when he went on camera.
That's brilliant.
He polished off a case of Coors every fucking day.
Coors, he was drinking fucking banquets, right?
Oh yeah,
The banquet beer.
Yeah, that's when I was like, ooh, Coors beer. You can't get it east of the Rockies.
Yeah, remember there was like a big thing if you got some years ago? Now it's everywhere.
I told you I brought some home once on a trip, but it came out of the conveyor belt. I think I said this before. I saw one can roll down with the suitcases. My fucking box broke with the Coors. Next thing you know, the people's luggage. There's another can rolling down. I go, those are mine. Grabbing the fucking can. Then you see the ripped open box. All fucking ripped to pieces.
No.
Horrifying.
I go, I'm bringing Coors home from California. You can't get this shit around here,
Yeah, I remember years ago before they had Yinglings back over here.
Yinglings, yeah.
People would bring Yinglings. Oh, I brought you a 12-pack of Yinglings.
Is that Chinese?
I don't think it is.
A broad I was going out with last year, she used to like to go to different breweries and stuff. Try it out. I used to get her fucked up, so that was good.
Oh, that's
At
good.
least I get some.
I'm going to say this, that like flavored beers, some of them are good, a lot of them are trash, but the worst thing is when you go to one of those places and say you do get a blueberry beer and they put blueberries in the beer.
Oh, that's unnecessary.
Like, I ordered a beer, not a fucking fruit cocktail.
Yeah, I'm not there for the experience. I want to get fucked up. Just give me
I don't
beer.
want to sit there and chew through berries. Like, they'll put like 30 berries in a glass of beer when you're trying to drink beer.
No.
Like, I didn't want sangria. Like,
Broads are like that stuff.
Yeah. You know what my flavored beer of the summer is when I have it? It's called Hella High Water. First of all, it's a great fucking name.
Yeah.
The can is outstanding. The can art,
Oh,
A+ name, A+ can art. It's watermelon flavored, but not overwhelming. The first sip you've tasted, but then once you continue onward, that kind of dissipates. And you can just fucking pound them, and you feel when people see you drinking your cool off-label brand, like, look at the guy. Look at that rugged, handsome fuck drinking Hella High Waters.
Remember last summer up at York, we fucking smashed.
Oh, we drank pretty good there.
How many beers did we smash that day?
That was a lot, right?
Yeah. Then we went to the restaurant. The guy bought us beers.
That's
remember?
my best drinking is on a beach. That's
Yeah.
really where I do my best.
I wasn't really able to put up all-star numbers on the beach, like say by the ocean, but the lake beach situation, that is prime Tonzo.
Well, that's your fucking element.
That is.
It all
That's-
depends how you came up, you know?
Yeah, that is my element on a pond or a lake or something like that. Something just fucking comes out of me before I get to the river, putting up at least a solid 12-pack.
The river.
Drinking an 18-pack in the boat, and then having another boat that has a 30-pack on
She
it.
went down by the river into the river.
This time of year, they just go down so easy.
A lot of guys drown in the fucking lake when they have 18 beers.
Yeah, not Tonzo. That's what I
I'm
thought.
surprised, I was going to say, I'm surprised they don't float.
How about you water skiing? They look back, you're not even there. Like, where'd he go? They go, we know he was there and he had 18 beers. He ain't there anymore.
Going on the river and doing that, I would keep an 18-pack in my boat just for shotguns. And I would shotgun 18 beers.
I'm not a guzzler. I'm not a shotgunner.
You're a marathon man.
Yeah, I just kind of, grind it out.
Tonzo doesn't really brag about much. I really don't have much to brag about.
You can fucking guzzle. You can shotgun.
I have a lot of
Yes.
things going against me. I'm not really good at a lot of things. I'm not athletic. I'm not particularly good looking. But motherfucker, can I shotgun a fucking beer?
God. Yeah,
Well,
you can,
so
fucking- you can drink, man.
When it comes to shotgunning beers, I'm serious. I am the best fucking shotgunner that ever walked. Nobody has ever beaten me. My speed is fucking impeccable. My form is fucking. It's never been seen, never been duplicated.
Wow.
It can't be done. That's the one thing that I feel like. Of course, it's crazy to say that. That's my purpose, is that I'm here to shotgun beers. But really, I'm here to fucking drink.
Oh,
That's
you can
why I was
shotgun,
made.
You can shotgun. You can guzzle. I mean, I'm impressed.
You see, son, everybody has redeeming qualities. And those are yours, my son. Right?
It's the one thing I have.
Well, I mean, it is a fucking skill. Not everybody can do it, so you should be happy with yourself.
It is, especially too when you're doing shotguns. You have the people that fucking they dump half the beer on themselves. They'll throw the can down, and there's still like fucking 3 ounces of
Yeah.
beer. I suck the bone clean, and I
Yeah.
have that thing on the ground in fucking 0.2
It's an art
seconds.
form. It's an art form, and to those of us that get it, good. If the people that don't get it, they can fuck off. They don't appreciate your fucking the thing you do. So
Shotgun an 18-pack by yourself. Be a man.
I used to do that.
You still do.
When the 6-pack came out, wasn't that kind of like a big thing for you guys? Like
I think I always grew up with having 6-packs.
I think so. Yeah. How about
But
when
they
you-
had like 12-packs and stuff were kind of a new. It was like 6-packs are cases. But then they came out with like 12 and 18s,
Yeah.
I think, later.
Yeah,
15s.
the 12s happened in, I think, like mid-70s or something. It was when 12-packs first came out.
Yep.
And here's the science behind it that I never really understood, is that the reason why they made them in 6-packs was that it was an acceptable amount of weight for a dainty woman that was going shopping for the man to carry and to
Oh,
put into
okay.
the shopping cart. That's why they didn't make 12 packs, because the wife couldn't put it in the fucking cart. It was too fucking heavy.
There's nothing like a dainty woman with fucking small feet.
I remember back in the day when a case of cans beer, there wasn't even the plastic thing to hold 6 together. It was all fucking loosely arranged in a cardboard box.
Yeah.
You take one misstep, the whole fucking thing would fall on the floor. Remember that?
Yeah.
I go, when did the fucking plastic holder come into effect?
Yeah, when did the passion for killing seagulls come about?
I wonder how many beers I've had in my life.
Yeah.
You think I started drinking when I was 12, right? So it's 50 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely had, like, once I got to a certain point and my numbers became superhuman on the weekends, just like every weekend, fucking 60, 90 beers.
Oh,
you know,
God.
on a slow fucking weekend. I mean, it literally has to be thousands upon thousands, and I'm only 43.
I'm going to this tuna fish thing they're having up in Gloucester later. How many beers am I going to have between now and
Oh,
tonight
that's right. You're
when I
going to
get
have a lot
home?
of beer today.
Oh, God.
You're going to have to hit the packy.
Yeah. I'll take a couple of roadies with me on the way up there.
A lot of people in other states, they don't know what the packy is.
No.
That's true. And I also found out recently, nips a lot of people, that's a regional thing. People
Yeah.
refer, they
Really?
call them little bottles or
Really?
small bottles.
I didn't know that.
Oh, in North Dakota, you know what they call them? I kind of like it. I figured it'll be a sucky saying, Mickey Fins.
Well, not bad,
I
not
go,
bad.
fuck that. I'm stealing that
It's like
one.
on the slide, yeah.
It's like you're cool, like
Yeah.
you're fucking film noir.
Yeah,
Ooh, yeah. She had a couple of Mickey Fins
Yeah,
on her.
yeah.
So I took them and I jabbed her in the ass. I may change my name to fucking Mickey Finn.
He sounds like he owns a successful chain of used Hondas and Subarus in the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, how about the guys who go hunting? They sit in the fucking thing that hangs from a tree for 50, but with beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that's the
fucking
beer. They bring everything in the fucking tree.
Piss
When
off the beer stand.
Then when they got to piss, they fucking just fucking piss below and they fucking scare the animal away.
Like that's a good point. How many activities do you think people do in eventually that they really don't give a shit about, but they're there because beer is what made it acceptable? Like people that go out and drink fucking a case of beers during 18 holes of golf. Those people, like, it's like, if that element wasn't there, would you still have, got this burning passion for golf? No. You're like getting shit-faced with the boys on a fucking Saturday, and fucking now you're doing this. You know, like, it doesn't matter what you're doing.
It's easier to do, man, when you're golfing.
Yeah. Or you're going on a boat. Wait a minute, we're going on a boat? Wait a second.
Yeah.
I gotta get 7 cases I gotta get 7 cases of beer then. We're going on a boat. I ain't going on we need fucking at least 7 cases.
You get drunk twice as fast on a boat, they say.
Right.
And not only that, but there's something about when you're going on a boat that, like, the pre-gaming always becomes more frantic. Like, just in case something happens with the beers on the boat, I want to make sure that I'm already fucking ripped by the time I get on it.
You know what?
Like you're going to be drinking your last drinks.
My favorite thing about beer, I like to taste the beer, but my favorite thing is once girls have some beer in them, they become dirty whores.
Now, do you think that's just beer, or would you just say alcohol in general?
Yeah, that's like a fucking dirty whore. They're the best. You got to walk a fine line because girls can't hold their liquor. If they have too much, they're going to puke. You're not going to get none. Bang a drunken whore. Be a man. 2 best words in the history of the world. Package stores used to be closed on Sunday. Now they can sell beer and wine. They can.
They can.
But back in the day, I knew people that owned bars, so I could always get beer on a Sunday.
Or then as things change ever so subtly, 5 towns away, like say North Reading or wherever, some town, you can buy a beer there on Sunday though.
Yeah,
so you'd
it's crazy.
fucking truck up to some town that sold fucking beer.
Every town had their bylaws.
You know what I mean?
I used to do that on Sunday all the time. Okay, fucking driving to Seabrook, get a couple of fucking 30 packs of Red Dog for fucking $11.99 and have a fucking Sunday.
Right. Then you go to another state and they sell it right in the fucking grocery store 24/7. You go, what the fuck?
I think beer should be sold everywhere. Massachusetts has always had like shitty rules with liquor. Like you can't go outside with the beer and have a cigarette, or you can't you can only drink in this section of the bar, or you can't go over on this it's always been like sporadic where you have places like fucking New Orleans where you can walk around with the fucking beer in the middle of the street. Like it should be that everywhere.
Yeah, loosen the fuck up over a beer in your hand. You know what I mean?
If you want to walk around in a new city with a tall can of fucking PBR and take in the sights, I think you should fucking have the right to do that.
Yeah, and drink whatever you want. There's always dirty whores around. There's some fucking dirty whores where I'm going tonight, motherfucker. Can't wait to get there. We almost done with this thing? Never go to a party without a 30-pack. Be a man.
So, be a man, as you know, we get a lot of letters from all over the world. And we got one here from a fan that wants to relate to the audience his drinking story. So I will read that to the fans right now. It was a crisp September afternoon and the air was perfect for drinking. I was crashing at my friend's house in San Francisco while he was snowboarding in Vancouver and was supposed to go out drinking with my old college friends. I was a little nervous seeing these people after 10 years, so I decided to have a beer or 2 before we met. Those 2 beers turned into 4, then those 4 turned into 8. Feeling loose and semi-confident, I showed up an hour late after I went overboard with a solo pregame. My friends were excited to see me, but I was already half in the bag and was making excuses for an early exit. After 12 hours of hard drinking, I decided to call it a night so I didn't end up in a holding cell. Feeling confident in my decision, I couldn't wait to get back to my friend's house and pass out. I arrived at my destination after getting lost in the hills, but I couldn't find the keys. I then decided just to turn the knob and see if I left the door unlocked by mistake. Thank God. I started shitting my clothes off because I forgot to leave the AC on. As I started crawling up the staircase, the day-long rumbling in my stomach continued. There's no way I was going to be able to sleep with this hunger. So, I decided to raid the fridge. Now, the fridge was stocked to the gills with breakfast food, bacon, eggs, and sausage, as far as the eye could see. With my eyes on the prize, I decided to cook the bacon first so I could have a few pieces while I was making toast and cooking eggs. The glorious aroma filled the condo as the bacon was ready to plate. I couldn't find anything in the kitchen, so I started rummaging through the cabinets looking for paper plates. I turned around to take the bacon off the stove and found a large man in a bathrobe with a baseball bat in his hands, ready to take a swing. I noticed his wife standing at the base of the stairs and two small children looking at me through the banisters. The husband yelled out, "Who the fuck are you? And why are you in my kitchen?" I froze in my tracks and I realized I was in the wrong condo. Still in my underwear, I realized confrontation or a quick exit wasn't the best course of action. So I decided to play it cool. I grabbed the tongs, plated the bacon, looked at the horrified family and said, "Hey, who's hungry?" The kids started chuckling in the background and the wife threw on a pot of coffee. As I put my clothes back on, I explained a simple drunken mistake I made. We had a lovely breakfast together and they invited me to swing by if I was ever in town again. Thanks for the understanding, San Francisco.
Be a man.
The magic of beer.
It's easier to drink these than fucking hot shit. I mean, I don't drink hot shit because I go crazy.
Why? Because a drunken horse? Well, listen, I mean, beer's a safe fucking beverage still. You know what I mean? You can use it to get really fucked up, or if you're with people and you don't want to drink a lot, you just fucking nurse a fucking beer. You can try a fucking high octaner. It's a good utility, versatile beverage, I guess.
It is. It's a car that you can drive. You can go fucking 5 miles an hour down the street, or you can barrel down the fucking highway.
Yeah, if you want to get demolished on it, you can still. If you want to go easy, you can go easy. Whatever.
Yeah, it's fucking good. There's fucking all kinds of drunken whores wherever there's beer. I love fucking drunken whores. Be a man.